the last session, I discussed about what is the magnetism and what is the relation between electricity and magnetism with the help of the Oersted experiment. What we observe when we take a compass needle when around the current flowing through the conductor, it forms the magnetic field in the form of the circles. Okay, where center is nothing but the conductor. And after we discussed what is the magnetic field. Here magnetic field is nothing but the lines of force around the conductor. Okay, we observed and we compare that magnetic field with the electric field. Okay, so electric field produced by static charge, whereas magnetic field is produced by the moving charges. Okay, now today's session we are going to study about what is the magnetic force. Okay, here magnetic force is nothing but, from Oersted experiment we know that if a charge is moving in a conductor, that is nothing but a current. When a charge is moving in a conductor, around this conductor what happens? A field will be produced. So this is the magnetic field. It is representing the term B. In this magnetic field, if we place a small test charge, then it experiences certain force. That force is known as the magnetic force. Okay, here when the magnetic force is applied, the magnetic force is applied on a test charge when it is placed in the magnetic field of a moving charge. So that is known as the magnetic force. See the definition for magnetic force. Magnetic force is a force experienced by a test charge particle due to a charged particle due to magnetic field produced by some other moving charged particle. That is, a charged particle is moving inside a conductor. Due to that, a field is produced. In that field, if you place a small test charge, the test charge will experience a force. That force can be called as a magnetic force. So the definition of magnetic force is a force experienced by a charged particle due to magnetic field produced by some other moving charged particle. Now we should compare the magnetic field and electric field. Here you know that electric field is nothing but, I take a point charge Q. Around this point charge some lines of force will be there. That is the electric field. In that electric field, if you place a test charge, then some force is acting on this test charge. That force is given by F is equal to Q into Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square. Here Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square is nothing but, that is field. So the force can be written as F bar is equal to test charge into Q bar. So this is the force, and R is the distance between test charge and fixed charge. Here this is the force. When we consider the electric force, in the electric force means a test charge is placed in the electric field of a static charge, then the test charge will experience a force. That force can be called as the electric force. That electric force is always along the distance vector direction, that is F bar is equal to Q into E bar, where Q is nothing but test charge which we placed in the electric field, and where E bar is nothing but, this is the electric field due to the point charge capital Q. So this is the electric force. So electric force is produced when the charge is at stationary. In that stationary electric field, when we place a test charge, the test charge is always experience a force. That force is known as the electric force. In the similar way, we observe what is the magnetic force. Here the magnetic force is produced when a charge is moving in a conductor, that is nothing but a current. So due to that, around this conductor a magnetic field will be produced. Due to this moving charge, a magnetic field is produced around this conductor. And here, due to this moving charge, the produced field is nothing but B, and the velocity of moving charge is V, and we place a small test charge Q. Then this test charge will experience a force. That force is called as the magnetic force. Here that force is indicated as Fm bar. Fm bar represents the magnetic force. Here it is Fe bar. This is known as the electric force. So the Fm bar is equal to test charge Q into velocity of moving charge cross magnetic field produced by the moving charge. Here the small q into electric field is known as electric force, where small q into V bar, velocity bar, magnetic field is known as the magnetic force. Here small q is nothing but test charge which we placed, and here V bar is nothing but velocity of moving charge in the conductor, and here B bar is nothing but magnetic field produced by the charge, moving charge Q. So these are the terms which are related to the electric force and magnetic force. Finally, what is the expression for the magnetic force? The expression for magnetic force is nothing but test charge into velocity of moving charge across the magnetic field B bar. So here it is the expression for the magnetic force, Q into V bar cross B bar. Here we know that in the first year we studied about the vectors. There A bar cross B bar. A bar cross B bar is nothing but AB sin theta. So here C bar is equal to A bar cross B bar, where A bar cross B bar equal to AB sin theta, and direction of that vector is nothing but n cap. That is the normal vector. For example, if you take this is the vector A bar and it is the vector B bar on a plane, the angle between these two can be taken as theta, then the resultant vector C bar is normal to that vectors A and B. So that is nothing but, here I consider this is vector A bar, it is vector B bar, this is vector B bar. These two are in one plane. Now the normal vector to A bar and B bar is nothing but C bar. So this is the direction of their resultant. In a similar way, we are going to write the magnetic force Fm bar is equal to Q into V bar cross B bar is nothing but V into B sin theta in the direction of n cap. N cap represents the normal direction. That is nothing but, for example, when we consider this book, the book is a plane. On this plane, the velocity vector and field vector is there. Then the force is acting either upward direction or downward direction. That is we discussed based on the right hand thumb rule. But before, we have to understand here the velocity vector and the field vector both are on xy plane. Then the force is along z direction. That is called normal direction. Next we discuss how to calculate the direction of magnetic force also. And here this Fm bar is equal to Q into Vp sin theta along n cap. Here n cap represent direction of magnetic force, where theta is angle between magnetic field and velocity vector. This is the expression for magnetic force. And from this we are going to observe some conditions. That is, we have certain observations from this experiment. See, what are the observations from this expression? Here the expression is nothing but Fm bar is equal to QVB sin theta. This expression will give some information about this magnetic force. That is, the first observation is magnetic force is depends on three terms. What are those? Q, V, B. That is, depends on the test charge which we placed and velocity of the moving charge and field due to the moving charge. So the magnetic force is depend upon test charge, velocity of moving charge and magnetic field due to the moving charge. And the second observation is, here you know the force, magnetic force on positive charge is Q VB sin theta in n cap direction. In the similar way, magnetic force on negative charge is minus QVB sin theta n cap. Meaning of this one is, if it is V bar and it is V bar, then the force is, if the charge is, test charge is plus, if the force is acting in this direction, but if you take the charge is negative, then the force is acting in downward direction. So from that what we said, the magnetic force on negative charge is opposite to the magnetic force acting on the positive charge. Okay, what is our observation? Here the second observation is magnetic force on negative charge is opposite to magnetic force on positive charge. For example, on positive charge, if force is acting in upward direction, on negative charge the force is acting in negative downward direction. This is our second observation. And the third observation is, here QVB sin theta means the magnetic force is equal to 0 when the velocity vector and field vector both in parallel or anti-parallel. See here, the magnetic force is 0 when the velocity vector and field vector both in parallel and anti-parallel. That is nothing but, if two P bar and V bar both are like this, here angle is nothing but 0 degrees. So when the field vector and velocity vector in this manner, now the force become, force, magnetic force is equal to Q VB, sine of angle is nothing but 0. When sine 0 is 0, so in that case the magnetic force become 0. Okay, remember, when magnetic field and velocity vector both are parallel, then the magnetic force is 0. And another one is, this is the magnetic field, velocity means the velocity of charge is in this direction, then here angle is nothing but 180. And also we know sin 180 also 0, here also magnetic force become 0. So this is the third observation. Okay, and after that the fourth observation is, the magnetic force is 0 when velocity or vector is equal to 0. Means the velocity of moving charge, means if the charge is not moving, when the charge is not moving, there is no magnetic field and there is no magnetic force. So these are the points we observe from the expression of magnetic force. The first point what we observe is, here magnetic force is depend upon test charge, velocity of moving charge and magnetic field. The second observation is, the force, magnetic force on negative charge is opposite to the force acting on the positive charge. And third one is, magnetic force is 0 when the velocity and magnetic field both are in parallel or anti-parallel. And the fourth observation is, if the velocity of moving charge is 0, then the magnetic force also become 0. Now see how to identify the direction of the magnetic force. This is very important. So how to find the direction of the magnetic force? Here velocity is a vector, field is a vector, and force is also a vector. So how to identify, how to find the direction of the magnetic force? So for that we are going to use our right hand thumb rule. Here what is the right hand thumb rule? Right hand thumb rule is nothing but, if we curl our fingers, the curl of the finger represent the magnetic force, and the thumb indicate magnetic field, and thumb indicates the magnetic force. When we curl our fingers, this curl will represent fingers, 4 fingers of curl will represent the magnetic field, and the direction of the thumb represent the magnetic force. Okay, see here how to calculate the magnetic force direction. Here I consider the plane, xy plane. On this, on one axis, means this is y axis and it is x axis. On y axis I take the magnetic field. On x axis I take the consider the velocity vector. On y axis I take the magnetic field. On x axis I take the velocity vector. Here how we are going to apply our right hand thumb rule is nothing but, see here, I kept my hand like this and I curl my fingers from velocity vectors to field vector. Always remember, the curling of fingers are from velocity to field vector. When the fingers are curling from velocity vector to field vector, now the thumb is pointing upward direction. So from this, what is the direction of force? The direction of force is nothing but upward direction, and here the angle between velocity vector and magnetic field can be taken as theta. Remember this, how to find the magnetic force. The magnetic force direction is calculated in this manner. When we put the right hand like this, and here we curling the fingers from velocity vector to field vector, then the thumb is pointing upward direction, that is known as magnetic force direction. In the similar way, here it is x axis and y axis. Here on y axis I take velocity vector, on x axis I take field vector. Now again the thumb, the fingers, curling of fingers are always from velocity vector to field vector. See here, in this case we are going to curl the fingers from velocity vector to field vector. When we curl in this manner, what is the direction of force? Direction of force is in negative z direction. So now here the force is in the downward direction. In this manner, we always curling our fingers from velocity to field. When we curl in this manner, it represents the upward direction. When we curl in this manner, it represents the downward direction. So like that, we are going to find the direction of the magnetic force. Now see the units of magnetic field and magnetic force. Here the magnetic field unit. Magnetic field unit is nothing but it is magnetic field. First we take the unit of magnetic force. Unit of magnetic force is nothing but similar to the, this is unit is nothing but Newton. Force unit is nothing but Newton. So magnetic force is also having the same unit, that is nothing but the Newton. But important is magnetic field. Here we have the formula. From the formula what we know? Magnetic field. From this we know that magnetic force is equal to Q into V bar cross B bar. This is the formula for magnetic force. From this we have to find what is the magnetic field. So magnetic field B bar is equal to F bar by Q into V sin theta. Okay. magnetic field B is equal to F bar by Q into V sin theta. Why? Because V bar cross B bar can be written as a VB sin theta. So from that, here the SI unit of this one is, force unit is Newton, charge unit is Coulomb, velocity unit is meter per second, and trigonometric term, it does not having any unit. So this is nothing but Newton second by Coulomb into meter. But we have a term that is nothing but Tesla. The SI unit of the magnetic field is nothing but Tesla, and here smallest unit will be there. The smallest unit is nothing but Gauss. Remember, the SI unit of the magnetic field is Tesla, and we have the smallest unit is also there. That is, like if you take the meter, centimeter is the smallest, millimeter is the smallest unit. Generally we consider like that. In a similar way, if you take the magnetic field, Tesla is the largest unit and Gauss is the smallest unit. Here 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Remember this term, we are going to use this in the problems. That is, the unit of magnetic force is Newton. The unit of magnetic field is Newton second by Coulomb into meter, but it is nothing but Tesla. The SI unit is nothing but Tesla, and the smallest unit of the magnetic field is nothing but Gauss. 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Here we know the magnetic field B is equal to, what is the unit we derived? Newton per Coulomb into meter per second. Okay. Now from this, dimensional formula for the Newton is nothing but force. So here we know the formula is force by Q into V. Here the force dimensional formula is mL power minus 2 by charge dimensional formula is ampere into second, and velocity dimensional formula is meter per second, L T power minus 1. By simplifying this one, L and L is cancelled, so that is m power 1, L power 0, this is T power minus 2. Why? Because this T and T power minus 1 both can be cancelled, and A power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula of the magnetic field. So the unit of force is Newton, and the unit of field, magnetic field, is Tesla, or smallest unit is Gauss, and the dimensional formula of the magnetic field is m power 1, L power 0, T power minus 2, and A power minus 1. Okay. So in the next session we are going to discuss about what is the Lorentz force equation and what is the force acting on a current carrying conductor when it is placed in a magnetic field. Thank you.